Yeah, so we can talk about just the Odyssey and the Evo.
Okay.
This was our very first step into the hardshell market. It's been our longest running hardshell tent, and it's fantastic. It's got all the tri-layer and everything that's the Aspen has, just a little bit more room and space inside. So I mean, if you want to crawl up in here too, I mean, I've been sleeping in here every night.
Is this a 55 or a 40?
This is the 55.
Okay, does the Aspen come in both 49 and
It
55?
does, it does.
Okay,
Yep.
awesome.
I've been spending the last couple nights in this one myself. Got to camp when you're at the expo.
Yeah, I've got one too. I've got the 49.
Nice.
48, whatever.
Yeah, so tons of room. Stretcher pole allows you to kind of like bring it down and stuff. Really simplistic. Doesn't take too long to set up and break down. You just kind of put that into place. You got a lot more headroom in here, relative. And then huge side windows. The side windows are absolutely massive. Got the bug mesh, which is just fantastic. No critters coming in at night, of course. And then as for like the tent material itself, you know, it does keep it pretty dark. So
Yeah, it does, and because you got the one side with no lighting, yeah, you can keep it real dark in there if you want.
yeah, and in the Odyssey and Evo, it's got that vent in the back. So that's another thing I'll show you here on the Evo in a second, that the tent material is not fully connected.
Yeah, it's that vent. I dropped that vent when I was in it last week, and I noticed it cooled it off pretty nice too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is the Evo. This is the 49 edition of the Evo, and it's the smaller. It's perfect for like two people. If you want to put like two people and a dog or a kid, then I'd upgrade and go to the 55. Gives you a little bit more space. This one's just great on about any vehicle. So I mean, if you've got a small compact sedan or SUV, like this is really the way to go. This tent sets up in literally no time. You literally just pull this down, move to the back, then you can pull this. And the only spot that you gotta really tuck is right here. You just kind of pull this in, and it just seals right up. And these are our latches, and they're adjustable. So you can keep bedding inside this one. So and the one I have at home, I got the 55. I've got 2 sleeping bags and 2 full-size pillows in there, and you can even put the ladder if you want. And then it just cinches down really, really tight, and you can adjust it depending on if you have bedding or not.
All right, that's huge. You can put the ladder in there. You sure?
Yeah, you can put the ladder in there.
Awesome. That's sick. I didn't know that.
Open it up.
But this is hot. This adds what?
Yeah,
This is a foot.
Yeah, this is 9 inches.
Okay, 9
So
inches.
it's still low profile, and you can
Well,
carry.
but with the mounting rail, you maybe get another inch.
No,
so we're at 6.
even with the mounting rail,
6.
it's 9 inches.
Someone could make that argument.
But opening it is a breeze.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like the badging and the two-tone here.
Yeah.
Are they all two-tone now? Or is this considered the black version?
We are moving to all black. So
Okay, okay.
and we've like temperature tested a lot of it, and between the gray and the black, really there hasn't been much of a change in temperature. So we'd like to keep it standard. The black looks sexy.
Okay, so have you ever been in any of these tents in like a windstorm or anything? I know people.
Absolutely. I've been
tell me what
in multiple windstorms. In fact, I was in a windstorm just last weekend. We were down in Telluride Ray. What's crazy is like the structure on this is just extremely well built. So it's all mounted to this. So you really end up with a structure that just doesn't fluctuate in the wind. So it stays very, very solid. And especially on this one too, because the hard shell becomes the awning itself. You know, it comes out in a way. You end up with no like material flapping in the wind. It's not going to wake you up at night. It's very silent. So wind, it holds up really well. I mean, I go kiteboarding a ton. You know, I've taken my tent to Hood River and camped all around there when it's just nuking wind and had no troubles.
Really?
Absolutely.
I didn't think about, yeah, that's interesting. You mentioned that there's no real flapping noise. I didn't think about the noise factor in a windstorm. I think people are just concerned about structurally, like, are you going to be, is it going to be moving your car up and down all around?
You won't have any of that. And then also all of our zippers and everything have either these tethers or rubber, so there's no clanking. So you're not like waking up to that in the night. And then one of my favorite features of all of our tents, at least our hard shells tents, is that they're not connected to the top shell.
Tell me why that's good. That's sometimes, like, I was worried that was kind of a flaw.
No, so the reason we've done that is you've got this vent up top, So the airflow actually comes in from the sides, and what that allows is it to cool down. The hot air rises out. So you can really keep cool in these tents more so than, you know, most tents.
Okay.
Despite us having this tri-layer insulating material, you know, it really is a four-season. But if it's cold out, you know, you can zip all this stuff up.
You're saying when you say four season, you don't mean like that, like the hotel. You're saying all around the year.
All
right?
around the year,
Okay.
4 seasons.
First time I heard, I go, he thinks it's a 4 seasons
Yeah.
experience. All right, and then these are more vents that come up or down. You take this little guy and he can go down. Okay, cool.
Absolutely.